tracks over here.
Rick, I'm telling you, Otto Golden would be proud seeing these guys move the cars around today.
Well, they've got to hurry because obviously they have not cleared tech, so they haven't been able to get out and get ready. Now, Harvick just came out of the garage and was already strapped into the car, so he went straight out onto the track.
And Dale Earnhardt Jr., he went out his second time, and to be honest with you, I was surprised they went that early. I thought they would let their tires cool a little bit longer, but his second time out moved him up the board to 8th. So, signal to everyone on pit road.
That's right.
The second time out potentially is quicker. So, again, Danica Patrick sitting there at 17th, Clint Boyd 18th, Bain 19th. They are going to have to get those cars ready to qualify again.
Absolutely, yes. If I am Danica Patrick or below, I'm back out on the racetrack. There's no reason to sit and wait. I think that the tires have proven that more laps aren't going to hurt them.
Well, let me ask you, who's moving ahead of her that hasn't gone already? I mean, I would say you guys are saying that those guys are in jeopardy.
I think everybody from Clint Boyer to off of our chart on the left side of the screen down to the 28th or 29th position can improve. I think she can be bumped down. Remember, if everyone behind her runs, they're going to bump her down. It only takes one car outside the cut line to eliminate her. Right. I think they can all run faster.
To the point, it's going to take good cars.
Right.
And Ryan Newman he's probably not going to make another run. That takes the car out. That if Larson doesn't get to run out, there's only 8 minutes left. If he doesn't get to go, that makes it easier on him. So, yes, it will be difficult, but they have to remain ready.
Jimmy Johnson on the track now. More than likely we're going to see run better than 15th, 16th after seeing what Earnhardt Jr. has done.
If not, I want to listen to the radio.
And even Ryan Newman, you see back on the racetrack, I'm surprised by that. We documented the engine change, but you know, it's also a pit pick. It was by qualifying. Maybe they said, hey, we want to be a little better than this.
And again, not only are people looking at this as being a way to move into round 2, but the possibility, because there is weather, Jimmy Johnson goes second quickest on his lap, but the possibility of weather, they could, if weather does come, if rain or lightning comes, they could call qualifying after just one round if at the series director's discretion he felt comfortable that everyone had a fair opportunity to get out onto the track in the amount of time that they had.
And Rick, you see the clock in the top right-hand corner of your screen, and you see the radar. Several of the spotters on top of the spotter stand are saying they think this is going to be it. Round 1 is going to be it. Kyle Larson, the championship leader, still sitting in the garage area trying to get through inspection. So there's definitely a sense of urgency. And Steve, to your point, that's what a lot of crew chiefs are down here thinking. They're thinking, okay, if there really is 7 minutes left, I want to get my car cooled down, and I want to make another run, try and get a shot at the pole, because that 7 minutes may be all we have today.
And Marty, the other thing is, remember, we always get in our heads that this is about advancing to round 2. This sets the field also. So if you not sit on the pole, but if you're 25th and you move up to 18th, you've improved your starting spot. So I'm thinking that's why I think that Trevor Bain and Danica Patrick and Keselowski, those guys, they need to run again, because if this gets rained out, they can improve their starting spot. Not about moving into round 2. They're safe on round 2 as far as Kurt Busch at 14th, Kenseth at 15th, but can they improve their qualifying position?
That would be even more reason why I would run now and not wait, because I just don't think it's worth it, as you continue to see cars improve their lap times.
Yeah, Buescher to 17th. So that moved McDowell down to 24th.
A.J. Allmendinger back out on the track. 47. Allmendinger was below the cut line, has moved above the cut line now into 24th. Paul Menard also out there. Menard improves to 23rd. That bumps Allmendinger out of the top 24. Austin Dillon looks like he's going to also improve. He moves to 23rd. Logano's getting close to the cut line. He's 22nd. And there's the 42. Kyle Larson. Now, if qualifying would have been rained out like it was the previous 2 years, Kyle Larson, being the points leader, would have started up front. But it's not going to get rained out because they have been able to get on the track with the exception of the 42.
Well, they're going the wrong way, Rick, and you see they're no longer running.
Yeah.
I think the 42 has thrown the towel in. I think they've accepted they're not going to make it through inspection in time with only 5 minutes left. They're heading back to the garage. So a huge story. The points leader will have to start shotgun on the field.
13 of Ty Dillon.
Ty trending in the green on the right side of your screen. Joey Logano also trending in the green. Ty gives a little bit back, but Joey Logano is not. He is currently just going I mean, just continues to find speed.
And he did a nice job in 3 and 4. He stayed on the bottom, was able to keep that arc, leaving the corner. That moved him up to third. It's only 4.5 minutes left to go in this session.
4.5 minutes to go in the session, and it's getting darker.
So now those guys, the drivers we were talking about before, Danica Patrick, Clint Boyer, 20th and 21st.
So Rick, we always say finding speed. You know, what is it? It's not a four-leaf clover. You can't go out in the field and find a big chunk of speed to go faster. So there's multiple reasons why these cars could go faster. The simplest one are these tires are relatively hard. The track surface is new. So just one cycle has a little temperature in them. They have a little more grip, just a little more grip in general. But also, the drivers now have an idea what their car is going to do, Jeff. They have a tendency. The crew chief is able to make adjustments when they come to pit road. Track bar, wedge, air pressure. So I think it's a combination of that. Tires improving, drivers knowing what they're going to feel, and the crew chief making adjustments. I think that's the combination of what we're seeing for improved lap time.
So right now we're seeing back in the corner racetrack, 3.5 minutes left to go. He is going to be safely in. They are not making this attempt to be safely in round 2. They're making this attempt to try to improve their qualifying position. They believe it's going to rain. That's the only reason they'd be on the racetrack right now.
Right now, if he has a good 3 and 4, this could be the pole run. But once again, this is the same thing he did last time. He's losing time as now we're looking at Kurt Busch.
He's currently 16th.
Kenseth goes from 16th to 2nd. What a run by Matt Kenseth.
I'm just shocked that we're not seeing more teams do the same thing that team just did.
Kurt Busch, 7th. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Denny Hamlin.
Especially down in the Denny Hamlin area, as you mentioned, Rick. Those are the teams. So I can see if Jamie McMurray in 9th is going to not try to run. But I would think for sure you're going to want to try to, improve your lap time.
Stenhouse Jr. improves to 16th. Rutledge.
Rick, I'm with Kyle Larson. Kyle, it looked like the team just gave up trying to get the car through. What happened to your knowledge there?
We just failed tech again, so we went through a few times, so they were busting our tail, as you saw. So, hate that we're not going to get to qualify, but our target Chevy's good enough, I thought, in practice to cruise, from the back to the front. We did it at Texas earlier this year on a brand new repave, so hopefully do the same here tomorrow.
Is there anything from a driver's perspective that you can do to kind of get the team back together, to get them pumped up for tomorrow and to keep moving forward?
I don't think failing tech discourages them any at all. So we'll be fine. Our team's got a lot of confidence right now, and we've been running strong everywhere. So we'll be fine tomorrow.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks.
Thanks, Rick.
So the clock winding down, under 2 minutes to go in this first round. And that's a pretty good perspective as we're riding along with Darrell Wallace Jr. in the 43, but you can see the clouds that are off to the west and north of this racetrack. Right now it's a little clearer because you're looking to the south, but as we continue around, you see all the way to the north and the west, the clouds are getting a little more ominous as we're moving in this direction. Casey Kane goes back out. Casey Kane currently 16th, trying to improve upon that. And that run puts him all the way up to 3rd. Everybody watching this broadcast should say, you know what? And hopefully you would think the teams would be paying close attention as well. The second and potentially third time you go out, you're going to go faster.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see Jimmy Johnson up there in 4th. It wouldn't surprise me if Chad Knaus pulls out all the stops here with 40-something seconds to go to make another run, but they're not trying to get off pit road, so I don't think they're going to do it. We see the 3 below the yellow line, so he's coming in. The 78 of Martin Truex Jr. is trying to improve. He's out of the gas. He's coming in. He's way off the clock.
He obviously knew that the lap he had just wasn't going to do it. It didn't go through 1 and 2 very well, so he just decided to shut it down. That way, if session 2 does happen, round 2 happens, then he has less time on his tires.
Well, now the big issue is with Trevor Baynes trying to improve his spot, but Paul Menard right there in the 27, he's going to bump out his teammate, the 3 of Austin Dillon, who's currently on the cut line. So while Trevor is trying to improve, and it looks like he easily will, he's going to jump way up into the middle of the top 15, I think, up to 12th. So I also think the 27, because we're comparing him to Chase Elliott of the pole car, I think Menard is going to move up above his teammate Austin Dillon, and he does, and eliminates the 3 and Austin Dillon for the next round.
So Paul Menard, as the round has ended, Paul Menard jumps to 22nd. Michael McDowell ends up 24th and right on the cut line. Jimmy Johnson dropped to 4th. Casey Kane moved to 3rd. Chase Elliott was fastest with a new track record at Kentucky.